Jay, the place is packed. Valerio, let's trade mics. We'll get this one going. Valerio Mascarillo.
Thanks, guys. Sorry it's taking a little longer than usual. I've always wanted to get these things started at 6 o'clock. It never happens, but at least you guys are all here. I really appreciate it. Jay appreciates it. All the fans that came here from, man, overseas, Montreal, Edmonton. You guys are amazing, man. Jay really appreciates it. Anyways, I want to get the guy out here. Let's get this thing started, and I know you guys are waiting, anxious and stuff, so let's get Jay out here.
His fourth Mr. Olympia title. The world's biggest, badass bodybuilder. Let's welcome to Toronto, Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler. You get that a lot from guys.
Someone help me. First of all, welcome Toronto. Here I am fresh off my win last week, and this is my first stop, so I want to thank you guys all for coming out. And sorry for the little wait here. I was eating a little bit before I made it. I want to say a few things just to start. I want to thank, first of all, Valerio and his staff for putting on this event. And he called me, I think my first week of dieting, and he said, you know, I'd love to get you back up here for an event. And my schedule is absolutely full already after Mr. Olympia. And I said, the only weekend I have is the first weekend. Usually I have that reserved for photo shoots. And I said, but you know what? We had such a great feedback the time I came up here before, and I wanted to see, you know, if this one could be bigger, and obviously looking out here, it is. So I want to thank you. So I said, you were my first weekend fresh off the win. I already predicted it back then, so. But I'm really excited to be here, you guys, for real. It's always great. I always say that this is one of the best fan bases for bodybuilding. I love coming to Canada. I love coming to Toronto. Every time I come, there's always a great lineup of fans, and I'm always in contact with a lot of you people. A lot of you guys stay in touch through emails and through my website. And I want to thank you guys for that, for the support. And once again, it's a pleasure to be here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about, you know, last week's victory, and talk a little bit about my bodybuilding, then open up for some questions. So I know you guys want to get some questions in, so start thinking about stuff you might want to ask me. And you know, I just want to hear from the fans themselves. You know, I want to hear opinions, I want to hear questions, I want to hear comments, I want to hear it all.
I think there's a guy over there, Jay, that wants to know boxers or briefs.
Yeah.
It's getting ugly. Welcome to Toronto.
I didn't want to blush yet. Makes me blush. I'm getting hot over here. We always need a little comedy. I love it. You can spot me, man. It's all right.
You just gotta pick this stuff up and it's sitting on it. That's.
But last week's victory was huge for me, now being four-time champion. It's absolutely amazing. I had some troubles getting there. I was a little dehydrated on Friday, and I pulled through and, you know, came together on Saturday night and was a little more enthusiastic about chasing the title. And fortunately, was able to come out with a win. And I had a big push by Phil Heath, who looked great. And Branch Warren, of course, Dexter Jackson, all those guys were great. But leading up to the show, in preparation, I did have probably the best preparation I ever had training for a contest. you know, now being 37, I just turned 37 before the contest. It's
Happy birthday!
yeah, thank you. I find myself starting to lie about my age. I'm like, I'm 36, you know. Everyone's like, no, you're 37 now. But I felt great, you know, and that's the amazing thing about bodybuilding. You know, I started training at 18 years old, and now training like 19 years, it's like, I figured by this time my body would be tired, and, you know, I wouldn't be as enthusiastic about, you know, training for competition, but it honestly was great preparation for me. You know, I felt good going into the contest. I felt very confident after last year's victory, and I just wanted to be better than ever and come back. And I wanted to win convincingly, which I don't think I really did. I think, you know, I didn't win by straight first all the way around. I think the second day I won by straight first, but thank you. But I didn't accomplish what I wanted to. And sometimes, even as a top professional in the world, your goals aren't necessarily met. So now sitting back after the contest and you know, kind of reviewing things a little bit, I haven't got to see a lot of the photos because I was so busy with photo shoots. I shot 12-hour days after the show, and then literally got on a plane and came up here to do promotions for this event. And I'm sitting in front of you today 1 week from the victory Saturday night. I'm going for number 5 next year. I know there's a lot of speculation on what my plans are because I'm working on some film projects, and you know, I've always said, you know, I was
Hercules.
Yeah, Hercules. In the modern day Hercules. Got the hair now. So.
You wear leather underwear?
What's that?
Leather underwear?
No, I'm a modern day. Modern day is more regular underwear. We wear like, you know, boxer type boots, so. Right? Right? So now I'm hungry for number 5, and I feel great about that because I wasn't sure actually going into number 4 how I would feel about 5. And everyone kept saying, you know, you're going to go for record, you're going to go for 6, 7. And I said, well, I got to get to 4 before I get to 5. So now I'm at 4, and 5 sounds pretty good. So I'm looking forward to, you know, getting back in the gym. I actually had a pretty solid workout today for the first time I was able to train, and you know, I'll start easing my way back in. Definitely by the first of the year, I have a very hectic travel schedule, and you know, Mr. Olympia brings a lot of demands, things you never dreamed about. I've traveled to every place in the world. I've seen every culture. I've met every person. I've met poor countries, very rich countries. I've met so many people that were my fans that became my friends, and I've had so much support, and this support shows. I mean, you guys came to see one guy, Jay Cutler, and you don't know what that makes me feel like. I really don't think there's anyone that's competitive against me that appreciates the fans more than me. I try to reach out to all my fans, and I've had so many for so many years and new ones. It's just, this is why I do what I do. I mean, I just want to be the best at what I do, but